All right, page, and I forgot to put page down on this, page 429, number 54. A plus 2 over 2 plus a is equal to 1. Remember, just for arithmetic, 5 plus 2 over 2 plus 5 is 7 over 7, so it equals 1. Now, number 56, 7 plus w over negative 7 minus w. What you want to do with this one is take out a negative 1, then you get 7 plus w over 7 plus w, which gives you 1 over negative 1, which gives you negative 1. All right, let's take a look at number 66. All right, what you want to do is you want to factor the numerator and factor the denominator. So go ahead, pause the video, and go ahead and do that. Okay, when you factor it, you're going to get x plus 2 over x plus 2. You factor the denominator, you get x plus 2 times x minus 2. You can cancel these two, so you end up with x plus 2 over x minus 2. This is no different than if you had 4 over 6, you wanted to reduce it. 4 is equal to 2 times 2, 6 is equal to 2 times 3. You have a common factor. So these would cancel. You end up with 2 over 3. Factors are what you multiply together. So x plus 2 is one factor. X plus 2 is one factor. This x plus 2 is one factor, and the x minus 2 is one factor. Okay, try problem number 68. Pause the video, give it a try. Okay, in case you do not have your book, that's problem 68. So factor the numerator and factor the denominator. Pause the video, try to do it, then check your. All right, you can factor 15y minus 15 into 15 times y minus 1. You can take out a 3 from it's a common factor, so you get 3 times parentheses y squared plus 3y minus 4. This can be factored into y minus 1, y plus 4. Has a common factor of y minus 1, y minus 1. And you can divide 3 into 3 ones, and 15 by 3 give you 5. So your final answer is 5 over y plus 4. All right, page 435, number 10, you want to multiply. Now remember, you multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. You want to simplify before you multiply if you can. Otherwise, you're going to have to reduce it at the end. So give it a try. All right, now I can divide 2 by 2 and 8 by 2, I get 4. And divide 3 by 1 and 9 by 3, I get 3. W2, W4. I'm going to subtract the exponents. I'm going to end up with a negative exponent, which I can do in my head. So I'm going to get W2, W squared, multiplied 4 times 1 times 1 gives me 4. 3 times W2 gives me 3W squared. Let's say I didn't do it this way, I did it out the long way. It would be 3 times 8 times W2, 9 times 2, W4, which gives me 24W squared over 18W to the 4th power. Well, I can divide both of these by 6, so I get 4 over 3. I'm going to subtract my exponents, so I get 4W negative 2 over 3. I don't want a negative exponent, so I put it in the denominator. I have the same answer. The question is, which way is going to give you fewer opportunities to make a mistake? You may find this way more comfortable. If you do, go ahead and do it. You may find that. This way is better for really complex problems. So try number 12 on that page. Okay, this is number 12 on page 435. Give it a try, see how you do with it. Pause the video. All right, with this one, I took divided by 5 by 5, 20 by 5, got 4. 6 divided by 6 got 1, 12 divided by 6, I got 2. So I have p squared times p squared q to the fourth. I'm going to multiply across. I don't have to. I could take a shortcut, but this might be the safest way to do it. So it's p2 plus 2. Add my exponents when I multiply. Q to the fourth. So it's going to be p, there's no p over there, and q to the third times q squared gives me 3 plus 2. So I'm going to do p to the fourth, q to the fourth over 8p q to the fifth. So it's going to be p, I'm dividing, so I'm going to subtract my exponents. It's 4 minus 1, the exponent here is 1. So I subtract it, it's q, 4 minus 5. So I end up with p cubed, q to the negative 1. Bring that to the denominator, it becomes a positive 1. I don't have to write it. Okay. All right, try number 18. What you want to do is factor numerators, denominators, wherever it is possible to factor them. So pause the video, factor them, cancel where you can, and then multiply. All right, I factor it. I have an x minus 5y. This can become y minus x times y plus x. I can cancel these two. Doesn't matter whether I add, if you remember the first problem, x plus y is equal to y plus x. So those cancel. And then I have an x here, and I have a 2, 5y minus x. So these cancel. This, what I would like to do is make it x minus 5y. So what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to make this a negative 2. This becomes negative 5y plus x, which is x minus 5y times negative 2. So those cancel. Now go ahead and multiply it. Pause the video. Multiply it, see what you get. Oh, you multiply 3, you get y minus x over negative 2x. You can write it this way, or you can move the negative sign to the numerator, will become x minus y over 2x. Same problem, same answer. All right, page 445, number 8. Denominators are the same, so we just add, we subtract the numerator. So it's 1 minus 5 gives you negative 4 over 2x squared. Same as in arithmetic, denominators are the same, combine the numerators. In this problem, we're adding them. All right, so down here, the denominators are the same, so add the numerators, pause the video, see what answer you get. All right, so I add the numerators. And then I notice I can factor the denominator into x plus 6 and times x minus 2. So this is one factor, so I can cancel that. I'm going to get 1 over x minus 2. All right, let's take a look at number 16. Now the denominators in 16 are not... All right, they want to know what is the least common denominator. Now what that means is they want the smallest number that can be divided by 15a and by 35. So see if you can figure it out. All right, so I took the denominators, 15a and 35. I broke them up into their prime numbers, prime factors. 5 times 3 times a. This is 7 times 5. I have a 5 here, a 5 there, so I need 1 5 in the common denominator. I have a 3, I don't have a 3 there, so I need 1 3. I have a 7 here, but I don't have a 7 there, so I need a 7. I have an a, but I don't have an a there, so I need 1a. Multiply them all together, I get 105a is the common denominator. All right, take a look at number 28. What I want to find is the new numerator. So if we go back to our arithmetic, let's say I gave you 3 over 4. I wanted a new denominator of 12. I'll divide the 12 by the 4. I get 3. Then I'm going to multiply the numerator here by 3. All right? So, so divide 4x squared y cubed by x squared, see what you get. Pause the video, give it a try. Alright, so divide 4x squared y cubed by xy. We get 4x, subtract my exponents, and end up with 4x times y squared. I want you to multiply it by the -5 to find out what the new numerator is. So pause the video and go ahead and do that. So, the new denominators can be -20xy squared, that's over 4x squared y cubed. Try number 20. I'm sorry, try number 30. Try number 30. Alright, there's number 30 on the board. Take a look at it, pause the video, find out what you want to multiply 5x by. Alright, so divide the 2x minus 5, parentheses, multiply by x plus 8 by 2x minus 5. The 2x minus 5's cancel. I'm left with x plus 8. So I'm going to multiply 5x by x plus 8. You can either leave it in this format or you can multiply it out. Get 5x squared plus 40x over the new denominator. Alright, here's number 34. We want to find a common denominator. So go ahead and try it. Pause the video, see if you can find the common denominator. Okay, my common denominator is 10a squared b. So, 10a squared b divided by 5a squared b gives me 2a squared minus 2 minus 2, which gives me 0, b1 minus 1, which any number to the 0 power is 1, so I end up with the 2, multiply the 6 times 2. Now I'm going to divide 10ab by 10a squared b. The 10's will cancel, it's going to be a2 minus 1, b1 minus 1, which is going to give me b to the 0, which is going to give, this is going to give me a, so it's going to be 1 times a, and it's going to be 12 minus a over the common denominator, 10a squared b. So try problem 36. Alright, there's problem 36. Remember from arithmetic, if you were subtracting 1/2 minus 1/3, these numbers are different. So you multiply it together, you get 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times 1 is 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 1. You have to apply the same thing there. Give it a try. Pause the video. See how you do it. Alright, common denominator is xy. I divide xy by x. I get y. Y times x plus 2. I divide xy by y. I get x. X times y minus 2. Multiply through. I'm going to put them over the common denominator. It's minus xy minus 2, which means I have to change the signs inside the parentheses. It's going to be minus xy plus 2x. So the xy's cancel. I'm left with 2y plus 2x over xy. All right, there's your homework. And I will be sending you out to, I will put a quiz up on Blackboard for you and probably send you out some work for, get you ready for your final exam. So have a great day, stay safe.